This anime is only getting more and more enjoyable. And guys, this topic is so controversial, but this anime handles it so brilliantly. As you guys can see here, this girl, her name is Carmilla. She's talking to Lily. She's saying, Lily, try and do your best to amuse me like them. So she's talking about, but she says, I'm only a kid, guys. So she even says right here, bro, this is her saying this. It's not me, right? She's saying, I'm not sexy enough for Zenos. And obviously, guys, you know, Lily is just like a kid, guys. She's just still a kid. And Zenos only sees her as like a daughter slash, you know, family. So if you guys don't know anything about Lily, as you can see here, she says to herself, I'm only just a kid. And she pretty much was saved by Zenos prior to her getting stabbed in the fucking belly. And then, of course, Zenos, being the brilliant healer that he is, saved her life. And that's probably why, the number one reason why she's really fallen in love for him. Or at least, you know, something greater than, you know, just liking him. But anyways, if you guys don't know anything about this anime, it's called The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. Life hasn't been kind to Zenos. So just a quick recap, guys. I'm gonna try to read this real quick. For anybody who doesn't know what this anime is, he was born in the slums, so once upon a time, and his dirt poor background has been denied him almost every opportunity. After encountering with a healer, he throws himself into studying to become one and finally catches a break when an adventurer invites Zenos into his party. Zenos is thrilled, so thrilled in fact that he is willing to put up with his teammates treating him like garbage. They fail to appreciate his talents and ultimately kick him to the curb, claiming he's outlived his usefulness to them. So yeah, guys, it's just another run-of-the-mill, you know, kicking out of the party type of thing. But guys, trust me, this anime, like the first episode was kind of like slow, kind of crappy honestly, but episode 2 and 3 just pick up a hell of a lot. And you guys can see here, it's just so incredibly wholesome, her love and her connection to Zenos after he saved her life. All right, so now Berefet, how do you say that, guys? How do you say that, this word right here? So now bereft of money and out of options. There you go, guys. I got it. Yeah, right, man. Zenos decides to put his self-taught skills to use elsewhere and opens an underground clinic where it quickly spreads about the brilliant healer working incredible magic in the city's shadowy underbelly. Even the royal palace is taking notice. Can Zenos buck the odds and carve out a life for himself in a world that spit in his face? And can he save the lives of the patients who wind up at his doorstep in the process? So yeah, guys, the only reason this really came up and why I think it's being done so brilliantly is because you can see here, this is another gal that is into Zenos, and her name is, let's see, I should have her here. Her name is, bro, there's so many characters I can't keep up sometimes. Bro, his harem is growing. Let's see here. Not till Sophia. Yeah, her name is Sophia. Found that. So her name is Sophia, as you can see here. Damn, no biography written? Alright, well, anyway, she's a leader of a tribe of lizard men. Then of course we have here Carmilla, as you can see here. She's coming out from the roof. She's really pushing it too, guys. She really wants the little elf girl to push for Zenos' affection and love. Then we have Lowell right here, leader of the orcs. And then you can see here right here with the fishes, we got Lingia. Bro, how do you say that, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. And of course we got Lily. So his harem is growing. And I can't wait for the new blonde chick to enter his harem as well. This anime just has no stop. And then this wasn't the only time, guys. So Lily actually confesses to him, which was just wild. But of course, Zenos just brushes it off. Let me see if I can find it here. So you can see here, he says, hey Zenos. And he's like, hey, what's up? And then right here, guys, but I'm telling you guys, it was just done so brilliantly. And it just, she says, I like you, Zenos. All right, so this is like in his eyes, it's just really innocent. You know, he's not really thinking much about it. You know, our boy, you know, he knows the rules, he knows the laws, and he knows he can't step in muddy waters. But he handles, you know, of course, probably he hasn't really been around much. He's never been in a real relationship, so he probably doesn't. He says, I like you too, Lily, but of course he means it as a like older brother or a father figure. Or, you know, he sees her as either a young daughter or a young sister, you know. But of course, she wants to be his wife. You know, let's get that out of the way, guys. Is that what I mean when I say I like you? See, this is from her, girl. She's saying that. And then he says, what exactly do you mean? And then over here, of course, she gets frustrated with him. And it's like, you know what? Never mind. It's just such great humor of how they did it. Of course, it's very controversial, guys. It's like, bruh, I'm not trying to get in trouble either. You know, so she's like right here, she's pissed. She's like, never mind. And of course, right here, it gets even more funny. Bro, the jokes do not stop, guys. The controversy does not stop. So this is another instance of where she's like, damn. So she's like right here, Zeno sneezes, right? And she's over here, oh, I'll offer him my tail to get warm. Then she says over here, oh, I'll offer him my body, my muscles, and my bosom, you know, her boobs. And then right here, Lily is just dumbfounded because she has none of those, guys. She's still just a gaki, you know, still very young. She's like, damn, I don't have any of those to offer to Xenos. It was just so funny and so brilliantly done, though. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, if this is not a comedy, bro, I don't know, bro. They just done such an amazing job. But yeah, guys, long story short, if you guys haven't watched this anime, highly recommend it, bro. But there's other underlying stories here and narratives that just did such a brilliant job. So you can see here, yeah, this is still funny, guys. Man, holy, I don't know about you guys, bro, but this is just hilarious. She's right here. You can see here, she's like, damn, I don't have shit. Oh man, bruh. See, she's right here. I don't have a tail or muscles or a bosom. Oh, bah. Oh my god. Oh my god, bruh. Oh, she's right here. See, look. And then she runs off and says, you know what? I'm gonna go make some tea, bro. This was just brilliant comedy. Anyways, but yeah, very controversial as well. If you don't like that kind of stuff, you know, but I think it's very wholesome. I think it's very innocent. And you know, at the end of the day, guys, it is anime. You know, we're here just to have fun. See, she says right here, she runs away and says, I'm gonna go make some tea. But another topic as well that was really brought up that I actually want to talk about was how the government controls the poor. Right here, they talk about how while the poor fights the other poor people, that, you know, the nobles, the hierarchy, you know, is able to flourish. So guys, don't forget that this is bro, it's crazy how Japan and anime just, you know, they put some low-key political stuff that is actually very true in real life as well. But yeah, guys, if you guys haven't checked out this anime, go check it out. I enjoyed this anime episode so much, guys. I can't wait for the next episode, and I can't wait to see how this blonde girl becomes part of his harem, and how, you know, it puts Lily in even deeper straits of stress of the fact that you know, she's trying to compensate for all her things that she doesn't have because she's still a kid, guys. But that is it.